What's going on YouTube? Today I am showing off my entire Elite collection. I have a shelf over there with 4 full things, and then I have a few elsewhere. So we're going to go ahead and get to the few elsewhere because, yeah. Now these are the ones that aren't like in the crowd. We have my Referee, which is a Road Dogg Elite. My Eric Bischoff, which is basically a Dean Ambrose Elite. My Ric Flair, which is also Dean Ambrose Elite, and then the Elite Rob Gronkowski, which is actually a pretty good figure. But I know a lot of people don't like it for other reasons. Now, for the ones in the crowd, back there we have a custom Finn Balor, Elite Batista, Elite Ronda Rousey, and Elite Bray Wyatt. And then back here we have Elite. There's an Elite custom Jimmy Uso, a Zack Ryder Elite right there, Elite Mandy Rose, and Elite Xavier Woods, and an Elite Bret Hart, and Elite Rock. So yeah, that's everybody who's not like on the shelves, apart from my 2 custom, me and my brother. Well, now let's get to the first shelf. Here's everybody on the first shelf. The first shelf consists of all my extra attires. You see all the Kofis and that. Well, let's get started. We have this Elite Kofi Kingston, the orange attire, which is actually really tight. So that's nice. Then we have the Elite Air Boom Kofi Kingston. This was when he teamed with Evan Bourne. He wore this attire, and Evan Bourne has a counterpart attire, which I also have, which is on the other shelf. If I don't drop everybody. Then we have this Ghostbusters Kofi, which is pretty fire. I liked when Kofi wore the trunks, and now he wears the pants, which he still looks really cool in. You know, Kofi's my favorite wrestler, so. Then we have this debut Elite. This figure is absolutely amazing. I love this figure, even with the palm trees on the side. Little wobbly gobbly, but it's okay. Then you have Ricochet's recent Elite. I really like Ricochet, and I try to get all of his figures. He had the wristband problem, but I just painted over that and it looks pretty nice. The one and only knee pads that we finally got. Then right here is the Epic Moments 2-pack Matt Hardy with the fantastic silver attire. And I really love that. It looks really cool. He will be using that in the Fed eventually, maybe if I break up the Hardys, I don't know. But that will make an appearance. Here is the Top Picks Ricochet, the silver attire. Pretty cool. If only we had knee pads. See, all my other Ricochets I found knee pads for, but this one I didn't. Which is super unfortunate, but it's okay. Then we have a custom fix-up Kofi with the new Top Picks arms and the Elite 78 head. That looks really cool. I'm going to be using this. Secret. Next up, we have the Elite RVD with a loosey-goosey. But it's okay. We have the Elite RVD, and it's a little basic head swap. I'm glad to have this. I have my custom, but you know, you need the real one. And I think that's a Daniel Bryan torso, which is kind of poopy, but it's okay. Then we have the Elite Burning It Down Seth Rollins, which is really fire. Great head scan. This figure is dope. And this is probably my favorite Rollins scan as the camera falls again. But yeah, I got that at Toy Vomit. And it looks really cool. Once again, favorite Seth Rollins head scan. It's beautiful, and it's a really tight figure, and it will be used in the Fed as well. Next up, we have the Top Picks Kofi, which is missing an arm. See, I swapped these arms with the other one, and I struggled so hard to get these arms in, so I just gave up on that one. But I will either get another one of these or scrap it. Well, not scrap it, but fix it. So, yeah. Then we have, let's see. We have the shop exclusive 2-pack Hardys. I switched the head on this one because this fix-up looks amazing. Probably my favorite Jeff Hardy fix-up. And it's just a simple head swap. So that looks really nice. And then I did a thing where I went through all my Jeff Hardys and I switched which heads I like the best. And this one is a custom head. It's his Elite 67, but I painted in black. So it's black and blue, and it looks really cool with this arm sleeve. And then right here, we have the Elite doll, I don't know what series, but 71 maybe, Dolph Ziggler, which is really cool. I hate that it has the Intercontinental title thing, but I'm not about to paint over that or anything. So if he does show up in the Fed, we'll just ignore that. But yeah, here he is, looking amazing. Then we have the Elite Network Spotlight Ricochet, and I swapped on some red knee pads, which I think looks really cool. Even if we were to take this off, it doesn't look as... It looks weird, but it looks cool at the same time. But yeah. And then we have Johnny Mundo's first Elite since coming back. And this is an arm swap with his new one, which looks so much better. Like, you can't tell me that don't look better. And then we have another Jeff Hardy. This head, I don't know why I put this head on here, but it's on here, and I despise how that looks, but you know, it's just a placeholder. This is the Survivor Series one, and that's the Elite 67 Chase variant head. Next up, we have this Elite Matt Hardy. I don't remember what series this is, but it's when he came with Vanguard in the boat. And I like this attire, the brushed jeans and stuff. That looks really cool. So yeah. And then we have a headless and armless Matt Hardy. This is with the shop exclusive 2-pack. And I took the head and arms off, and I don't think I have one to go on it. So it just sits like this, but since it's not like broken down or anything, I'll include it. Then you guys have probably been looking at this. We have the custom Willow. Thank you to my boy Omega's Workshop for the mask and the trench coat. Is this one the shirtless one? Yeah, this is the shirtless Jeff Hardy figure with the network spotlight hair painted black. And then it's great shirt. And it looks really sick. Then we have this Elite Chris Jericho with a fidget spinner waist. And I swapped this head. Thank you to Chase and Browning for this head. Thank you to Browning for this head. Because the one it came with was missing the ponytail, and he gave me a good deal. So I instantly grabbed that, and that looks much nicer with the ponytail. I'm not really a fan of this attire, but it is pretty nice. I wish it was the pink instead of the gold, but you know, it's okay. And this was on a Jeff Hardy that fell off. Right here we have my custom black Jeff Hardy with the Entrance Greats head, which he wore this in Breakdown episode 1, which was super fire. And yeah, it's Elite 67, Stardust arms, repainted lowers. It looks pretty sick. Then we have another custom Jeff Hardy. This is the ringside exclusive Brood Hardys one with a different head. This was the Elite 67 head that I repainted. Came with a red fire design, kind of like a burn design. Goes really good with the shirt. So yeah, that looks pretty fire. Then we have Kofi Kingston's first, a New Day Elite with a loosey-goosey torso. Which is super unfortunate, but it's okay. I probably won't be using this, but it is here to complete the collection. And just look at that trash, Brad. I cracked this torso too, and it has the rubber thing in there. It just doesn't fix. Then we have the Booty-O's 3-pack Kofi. I like this attire a lot. One of the best ones he's worn. It's fire. Next up, we have the Elite Kofi from when he won the WWE Championship. I despise this head scan because look at that forehead. And then I'm not a fan of the attire either, but you know, I had to have it. And the arm sleeves are cool. Then we have another Jeff Hardy. This is the Chase variant Elite 67 with the Elite 75 head. And that looks pretty fire. Next up, we have Elite 4 Chris Jericho blue version. I need to get the purple variant. And it looks pretty fire. I just threw that on there for a placeholder. This head scan's weird. It kind of looks like JBL, but you know, it's pretty nice. It's a little loosey-goosey, but you know, It does its purpose. Then we have the Festival of Friendship Jericho, which is beautiful. It has a plain Jane attire, but it's fine because it looks really nice from here up. Now we have Finn Balor's debut Elite, the Demon. This was his first Elite, I'm pretty sure, and it has the gross Daniel Bryan torso, but it's fine, it serves its purpose. Next up, we have the Attitude Era Chris Jericho, and I got this from Toy Vomit as well, but it had a different head on it, and then I bought this off of Chase from Burnout. It goes along with the other one, and that looks beautiful. I don't use Chris Jericho with long hair, but it's good to have that figure. Then here's the Lost Legends Jericho. I think this is Lost Legends. It's either Lost Legends or the other one. They're the exact same attire. But here it is, looking pretty nice. I had this basic version, which you can see right there, was actually my first ever Chris Jericho Chris Jericho figure, so this attire holds near dear to my heart. Next up, we have the Elite 73 Jeff Hardy, I want to say. With the basic head, I think it looks cool. Yeah. And we have this custom Pokemon Jeff Hardy attire. It has like a Pikachu face and then arm sleeves with Pokeballs on them. And it's just a fun thing I did because I had an extra Jeff Hardy figure. Then we have the Entrance Great Hardy with the Elite 67 head. Finally, an Elite 67 head that isn't been painted or colored on. And there it is, looking pretty nice. It's a cool paint. Now we have the Elite The List Chris Jericho. This is my first Elite, actually, but then I turned it into a custom. But that's fine. We have it here again, and this figure is gorgeous. Next up, we have my custom Chris Jericho, which was made from the List Jericho on a DDP legs, and then lower knee splot. Lower legs up, and it has the Defining Moments head on there because I just think it looks cool. Next up, we have the Epic Moments Hardy's 2-pack Jeff with the new basic head scan, which is a really cool paint. I redid the lips because they were supposed to be black, but they were silver. And I think it just really ties into these arms. Then we have the Fiend Bray Wyatt. This figure is awesome. I want to get another one of these. But this figure is super cool. And yeah, and then we have this Kofi Kingston, the Elite 78, with the Ghostbusters head, I want to say. No, the Elite 9 head. And it just, there served purpose. Then we have my first ever Elite Kofi Kingston. It's a loosey-goosey arm. Now this one's my fault. It's his debut Elite from when he started wearing the pants, and it looks really cool. Like I said, first ever Kofi Elite, and that's why it holds near and dear to me. But anyway, that's it for the top shelf. Let's get to the second one. Oh, just lying. I completely forgot the new Elite AJ Styles, the OC. That's just a really cool attire. So, yeah. Can't forget AJ. Here we have the second shelf, also known as the Jackknife Live roster. Starting off, we have this fixed up Ryback, which is an arm and a knee pad swap, and I think looks really nice. I don't really use him, but he's cool to have. I think he was Mr. Irrelevant too. Then we have Big E Langston right here. Big E, who is getting pushed solo, which is really nice. Good for him. Then we have Mustafa Ali, the leader of the what are they called? Revolution? Is that it? I don't remember what they're called, but we have the Chase variant Mustafa Ali, and then we have this Elite Chris Jericho, which is the Defining Moments Elite with a newer head and a custom arm. And he was wearing a hat, but I don't know where that went. But yeah, this is the defining moments, Chris Jericho. He wore this on Jackknife Live episode 2, which definitely check out if you haven't already. Then we have my custom RVD, who also wore this on Jackknife Live episode 2. And I'm really proud of this custom. The only problem is you can see there's a little space between the waist. But it's fine. It's a really tight custom, and I like it. Then we have Mr. Kenny Omega, the AEW one, which is really fun to pose around. These get loose for me and have a hard time standing. But it's still a great figure, and I know this is my elite, but this isn't an elite. This is an unrivaled. So I mean, we're including unrivaled. Then we have the top talents Roman Reigns, I think. I think I butchered that, but he has the really nice head scan, the cool blue removable vest, and he wrestles shirtless now, but he's not solo on Jackknife Live yet, so he wears this. Then we have Matt Cardona, Zack Ryder, whatever you like to call him, with a loose arm, and the man is built, but he has tiny little arms, which I do not like, but it's fine, and this is a really cool figure. So next up, we have this Elite Seth Rollins. This was from his WrestleMania match against Brock Lesnar, I think. Don't quote me on that, but this is really cool. I love the gold attire, and I made this custom vest for him because it ties in really nicely. Next up, we have the Elite Randy Orton. This is his newest Elite, and this figure is amazing. He's got a loosey-goosey wrist, which is annoying, but fine. I'm going to put some clay in there and some like modeling clay, and that'll tighten it up. And he's obviously Jackknife Live champion right now. Next up is the first of the Young Bucks. I believe this is Nick Jackson. It might be Matt. It's one of the two. It's one of the Jacksons. So here he is. He's aligned with Kenny Omega in Jackknife Live right now, and it looks pretty fire. And this is a lit figure. Then we have his brother Matt, or Nick. I think this one's Nick. I don't know. But anyway, the two unrivaled Young Bucks, they're really cool. I like these figures a lot. And he's got his nice ponytail, and his head is super loosey-goosey, which is unfortunate, but oh well. Next up, we have my custom Jey Uso. This is just literally a torso crack onto a Jimmy Uso because Jimmy's figures go for cheaper than Jay's for some reason. And I like this. This is his old Elite Samoan one, but he used like this Samoan tribe thing. And I threw it on the new one to get updated attire, and he's got the old Zed, and he is currently the World Tag Champion with his brother on Jackknife Live. And then we have his brother with the amazing cloth hoodie. This is day one-ish. And here's the other champion. And this head scan is so much better than his other one. So, good. Then we have my custom Dream Cody Rhodes. And this is just a Stardust lowers with a Finn Balor uppers and Cody Rhodes arms and head. I took off the mustache, and it looks great. And I like this figure a lot. I really need to like seal the torso because you see how nasty that looks. It's because I think I spilled some acetone on it and it like went through the plastic. But you can't really tell like this. And it still has good articulation and can pose around really nice. Then we have Ricochet's debut Elite. This is what he is wearing on Jackknife Live so far while he's doing his feud with Kofi Kingston. It's a really cool attire, NXT based, and as you guys can tell, I like gold attires. Next up, we have Evan Bourne. This is the attire I was talking about earlier with the Kofi. See, they have the matching orange and green. And Evan Bourne, Matt Sydal, whatever you want to call it, this figure is awesome. And it's actually really tight for a figure on eBay. And those are hard to come by. Especially old as this one, so that's really nice. And I don't have many plans for him in the Fed yet, but I'm sure he'll somehow make his presence known, even if he's just jobbing. Next up, we have the Elite Miz with a loosey-goosey leg, and I'll fix that eventually. And he's got his head scan, which is the really fire head scan, and then the really cool red attire. And good for you. You got your money in the bank back because Morrison cashed it in and not himself. Next up, we have my custom Jonathan Moxley as this Dean Ambrose head, and I think this one is the best. And it's a Roman Reigns lower body and just Daniel Bryan torso. I think this is a Chris Jericho torso. Actually, no, this is Daniel Bryan. And he's much more fit than Daniel Bryan now, but this was accurate for a little bit. But now he's jacked. Then we have, like, this would look better on him. Shinsuke Nakamura. I like this Elite Shinsuke. It's really nice. He has the cool cloth jacket. And he has aligned himself with Finn Balor. And that, we'll see where that goes. And speaking of the devil, we have Benjamin Balor with a good torso. And he's got some blood on his face from his match with Randy Orton. I have to get rid of that still. But until then, he's just chilling. Oh, here's Jericho's hat, by the way. Next up, we have Aleister Black, which, if you do recall, on Jackknife Live Episode 1, he won this belt. He didn't make a presence in Jackknife Live Episode 2, but in Episode 3, he most definitely will. And this is a really nice figure. It went back up on ringside, so I gave a little more for this figure than I would have if I'd waited. But I have him now, and man, I wish I had Mike holding hands. Then we have MVP Montavious Porter. Only thing loose on him is his arm, but everything else is really nice and tight. And he's doing great stuff with the Hurt Business, and I got this in a trade a while back. And this figure's pretty cool. Oh, excuse me. Keep up what you're doing with the Hurt Business. And we have Xavier Woods, and you're probably wondering why I have this one on there. Information is disclosed, you will find out eventually. But this is actually an amazing figure. They nailed it with this Xavier Woods figure, and I had to cop it when it went up for pre-order. Originally, I was not going to buy it, but then everything it came with, beautiful. Then we have my Kofi Kingston. He's wearing the yellow trunks, and this is what he wore Jackknifed 2. Check it out if you haven't. And he's wearing the old pants and the I Can Fly shirt, and he's a Cruiserweight champion, which is really nice. Next up, we have Kevin Owens. This is a head swap. The new head's really nice, but I much prefer this one. And it's really not as loose as his other ones have been for me. And I love this attire, mainly because I like these boots, and you get the updated tattoos. So there's Kevin Owens. Then we have Legacy's other counterpart, Ted DiBiase Jr., and it's just a simple-ish attire. It says DiBiase on the back, and it's a shame he don't wrestle anymore, because I'm sure he could do great things in AEW with Cody, or even in WWE with what Randy Orton's doing right now. Then we have Cesaro, who has another Shinsuke jacket on because they're teaming, and it just makes sense. And this is a really nice Cesaro figure. I like the gray attire. Yeah. Then, the last two figures here, we got Dr. Thugonomics John Cena with the Babe Ruth jersey thing, which obviously doesn't say Babe Ruth because, it's copyright. But it's here, and I like this figure. And his feet aren't super bad for me, so they stand. Then we have Cedric Alexander. He's only elite so far. I'm assuming if he keeps up what he's doing with the Hurt Business, he'll get another one eventually. But here he is, bask in his glory, Raw champion with Shelton Benjamin, who needs another figure as well. So yeah, that's it for Jackknife Live's roster. Now we're going to go to the third shelf for Breakdown. And here we have the third shelf, also known as Breakdown's roster. First off, we have Kalisto, which is actually a really good figure. I don't really have many plans for him, but he's here and he's cool. Then we have both Heavy Machinery, Otis and Tucker. Tucker. Bleh. Super unfortunate that they had a break, but, it only made sense. Then we have Drew McIntyre. This is his first Elite after coming back. I got this off of Unstable 1047. Thank you, sir. And it's a really cool figure. And although I don't have very many plans for McIntyre either, we have him just in case. Then we have, excuse me, our Truth, his brand new Elite, and this is his shirt that came with his super old Elite, and really nice figure except for this loosey-goosey pin right here. But the torso is nice and tight, so are the arms, and yeah, who don't love our Truth? It's the pinless joints that I despise. Then we have Montez Ford, who lost his cup. That ain't good. I'm gonna have to find that. And then he's wearing the Rock sunglasses because I misplaced his, and then I found them. I put these on just in case. So yeah, there he is. We have Dolph Ziggler. This is what he wore on the first episode of Breakdown, where he lost the title to AJ Styles. And yeah, I also got this off of Unstable 1047. Wait, did I? Yeah. I think I got this one off Unstable as well. And this figure is really great. Nice, tight, perfect. Next up, we have Christian. This is a fix-up. This is his old Elite 42, maybe, Christian. And I swapped a basic head on there, and it looks really cool. Cannot wait for his new Elite coming out. Then we have Roddy Strong and Adam Cole, baby. Adam Cole, I got this for $5. Don't ask me how. Then Roddy, I also got off Unstable 1047. And this Adam Cole is a loosey-goosey shoulder, which is super sad. But it's okay, because he's getting a new figure soon, and I might just have to, yeah. Now, we have the Big Show. I got this figure a long time ago. And it's a super nice figure. It's actually really tight for a big man, which is, well, except for the shoulder. But still, which is super impressive because mainly these bigger guys have loose-ass joints. Speaking of bigger guys with loose-ass joints, we have this terrible Angela Dawkins figure. Loosey-goosey legs, loosey-goosey knee. Really sad. He's huge, and he's not supposed to be this huge. Like, if they would have given him the Big Show torso, it may have even looked better than the Braun Strowman one. Yeah. Super unfortunate for that figure, but it is what it is. Next, we have my custom Elite MJF. Simple, tight design MJF, and then he has two things up here, a couple things up here. Along with this scarf that came with Elias and the elbow pad. And this is a Cody Rhodes head that I painted brown and added the beard. And this is Arn Anderson, trunk, Seth Rollins torso, Daniel Bryan lowers. And I think the formula's pretty good. Next, we have Pistol Pete Dunne. This figure is really nice as well. I got this from Wally World, and it's a really cool fig. Yeah. Then we have this Elite Rey Mysterio, which is super good shape. I swapped out these hands, because the guy I bought them from, he did not have the open hands. So I took my old Elite Mysterio and replaced them, and I think that looks better anyway because the hands aren't massive. Next we have Braun Strowman. I got this from Walmart as well. Loose-ish shoulder. It's just a big old Braun Strowman figure, and yeah, not much to say. Braun Strowman, I don't like him. I just got him because I figured I figured you need a Braun Strowman, especially how bad he's been pushed. And I hate him. Now we have actually my first ever Elite. This is the Elite Sheamus, the first one I ever got. I managed to keep hold of his shirt, but not his necklace. And I switched his arm, knee pads, and head. And I like this figure. This is a really good head scan. And yeah, broke it. It's Sheamus. Next up, we have Elite Samuel Zayn with the Ciampa pants. Anyway, and I'm sorry if you hear my brother, he's playing Fortnite and he's super freaking loud. But anyway, we have this Elite Sami Zayn. I don't know what series this is, but really good figure, super tight joints. Can't wait to use this in the Fed. And he has the Ciampa pants on because it matches what he's wearing now. and then this hat because I like it. And yeah, that's about it. This is a pretty plain Jane attire, if I do remember. Oh, well, maybe not. But yeah, we got Samuel Zane, and part of me wants to make a custom El Generico, but I have to buy another one, and I don't feel like doing that. But there's Sammy. Now we have the worst figure in my collection, my custom Dustin Rhodes. Literally the only thing tight on this figure is his head and his torso. And let's look at that. And then I did these tattoos with a Sharpie, like an idiot. And the only good thing about this figure is I think I did a good job on the head scan. But like, ruined. He's ruined, Brad. Next we have Matt Riddlebro, and I did the Seth Rollins arm switch on him because, you know, he had them little bitty Kalisto arms, and this is actually a really nice figure. His legs are jacked, and he's got cankles, but, you know, it's fine. Next we have Elite Ciampa. I got this from my boy Omega in a trade. Thank you so much. We did this a while ago, but thank you so much, bro. And really good figure. Only problem, legs are a little loose, but that's fine. He works perfectly good and looks great. Excuse me. Next up is this custom / fix up Matt Hardy. This arm and a head swap, paint the hair red. Then this is an old edge coat, cut the sleeves off, paint the skulls on there. Put it on his ECW figure. And it does pretty nice. Looks really good. I like it. Then we have AJ Styles. With the America attire. But yeah, we've got this AJ, North American champion right now, which I love the figure. And this is a Jack's elbow pad that I threw on there. It doesn't work out. I'm gonna put the other one back on, but it was just a little test. Now we have the Rated R Superstar Edge. This is his Edgeheads figure. Plain Jane attire, kind of a booty figure. But it's Edge, and yeah, and this shoulder's loose too. Of course it is, of course! And he's got an old basic head, which looks a lot better than the one that he had on here. And this is a Sting jacket. So yeah. Now we have the current Breakdown champion, Bray Wyatt. This is a little custom fix-up. It's his first, I'm pretty sure this is his debut Elite. With his Firefly Funhouse head, and then the Fiend Lantern. And yeah, he beat MJF for the championship, and I don't know who's going to take it from him. Because he is on a roll with the Fiend personnel. We're down to our last couple. I'm going to go ahead and get this one out of the way. It's stuck. No. We have an Elite Pac. He's injured from his match with CM Punk. This is a really good figure. I liked using this in the match. And holy poop. Sorry about that. And I got it for a pretty good deal. And yeah. Hope he heals up soon. Next up, we have Crime Time, Shad and JTG. I bought this Shad before he died. Rest in peace. And I got him for a really good deal. And this figure is actually really good. It's super nice, super tight, easy to pose. Then we have this JTG, which super loose and not in the best shape. His dreads have been cut off. I got it from eBay. I didn't do any of this, and I was saddened to receive it. But the deco still looks nice, and it's better than not having one. Then next we have Jonathan Gargano, who has the Johnny Gargano syndrome kick pads, which I don't think look bad for Gargano, but they look terrible on like the Viking Raiders and such. And I just don't know why Mattel just didn't throw us a bone and give us those. And he has like tiny, tiny legs, but it's okay. Yeah, and his knee's loose. Of course. Why is everything so loose? Here's Montez's cup. Next, we have this Elite CM Punk. I got this a long time ago. He had the game with this jacket that I've still held on to. It has awesome detail. I swapped these on. I lost a little color, but got the cool red X's. And I'm just going to put that on him again. And he is the current Extreme Champion. And I have much planned for him. Stay tuned. And finally, we have my Elite Jeff Hardy that I use as of right now for the Fed. He's going to be rocking this attire for a little bit. Great shape. The Elite 67. That's why I'm so sorry. I don't know why I'm tired. And then his awesome Hardy Boys hoodie jacket logo thing. So yeah, that does it for Breakdown's roster. And this is a really long video, I'm so sorry. And we have one more shelf, but doesn't have very many figures on, so I'm going to go get them. And last but not least, we have the shelf of people I'm going to use in the Fed, but don't know where yet and don't have a roster or a, you know what I'm saying. First off, we got the Viking Raiders, Eric and Ivar. This headset won't stay on at all, neither was his, but you know, pretty good figures. This one, Johnny Gargano, send him. Terrible. But other than that, hey, pretty nice. If you want some Viking Raiders, definitely get them. And here's Ivar's thing. I know they also went by like Hanson and something, but no. Then we have the unrivaled Hangman with huge feet. But I mean, he's wearing cowboy boots, so it makes sense. And really good figure. He comes with a bullet hand. And here's his noose. With the fixed skin tones. Looks amazing. Then we have Bad News Barrett. And this torso would look really good with a bunch of other figures, but Mattel just don't. And it's tight apart from his torso. Like, the arms are nice and such like that, and the legs. The arms are really good. And it's a really good head sculpt as well, and has both of his tattoos. So, yeah, and then on the back is Wade Barrett, but you know, it's Bad News Barrett for me. A shame that guy never got the push he needed. Then we have Apollo Crews, who got pushed and then buried, which was super unfortunate. I was happy to see him succeeding, and hopefully they bring him back. And I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like he's a little too dark here. I think he looked better with the Big E skin tone, but you know, Next up we have Samoa Joe. This is his Survivor Series, and I really like this figure. The awesome torso, super tight and nice as well. And also, he's not loosey-goosey like most big men. I don't like how the shorts look, but, you know, it's fine. It's Samoa Joseph, the submission machine. Next up, we have Draco Maverick with the Kalisto everything, pretty much. And I know a lot of people use this lower for Leo Rush. I'm pretty sure it's Leo Rush. So, I mean, if you're going to do that, be my guest. I didn't watch Leo Rush enough to develop an opinion on him, so I'm not really going to. But we got Drake Maverick, Rockstar Spud, whatever you want to call him. And then we are almost ready. We have Mr. Keith Lee basking in his glory, and as much as I like Keith Lee, I despise this figure. I covered that on when I unboxed and reviewed him. I can't. It makes me sad looking at it. Then we have this Elite Triple H from Omega. And it's plain black attire. I'm going to customize it. Probably for DX or maybe just a Triple H attire. I'm not sure yet. I don't even have a Shawn Michaels. So I need to get Shawn Michaels before I make a DX. And then we have Johnny Mundo's new Elite figure with the awesome coat and the beautiful, gorgeous attire. And then this is a one piece, which is really cool. But I mean, Johnny Mundo, Morrison, whatever you want to call him, looking sweet. Next, we have the other undisputed boys, Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly. See, at the time of the draft, I didn't have them, and then at the time of making the videos and recording them and all that, I didn't have them. So who knows? Maybe they'll make an appearance, maybe not. As of now, they're chilling on the shelf though. Some fire figures, and we're almost done. We have the Lucha Bros, Pentagon, and Ray Phoenix, and I love this Ray Phoenix figure, and I love Pentagon's figure. And this Ray Phoenix figure, I think I rate the best in Unrivaled 2. And this is a little loose, but it's fine because this figure is just gorgeous. And I haven't really got the chance to pose it around or anything. But trust me, these guys will be in the Fed and they will be used amazingly because of just how gorgeous these figures are. And I've always liked Pentagon, especially back when I was younger. I'd tune into Lucha Underground every now and then. I'd see Pentagon doing his thing. So yeah. And that's super unfortunate, man. That's actually really loose. It's not very nice. Pentagon's not as loose, though, so you know. We're down to our final figures. Right here, we have Murphy. I got this from Ringside in the Black Friday deal. And it's a super tight figure. It's freaking amazing. I didn't get the Chase variant. I want to save the extra bucks. But I don't need it because Murphy looks amazing here and super good figure. Can't wait to introduce him to the Fed. Then we have this custom Sammy Guevara. And simple attire. Oh, shoot, man. I can't even rotate his boot. Oops. I think I Mod Podged over the joints, and yeah, it's okay. It's initially a Daniel Bryan figure with an Evan Bourne head, soft some arms. This is a really loose fist, which is unfortunate. But yeah, I would repaint this, but I just don't feel like it. And on the back says Sammy. So yeah, he might be in the Fed every now and then, maybe. I don't know, even if he's jobbing. Then we have Sami Zayn's best friend, Fuego del Sol, also known as Cage from KBW. If you guys get that reference, you're amazing. My custom Fuego, I love this figure. I will show it off every chance I get. I never mold the mask, but honestly, I don't really think I need to. I just love the Fuego figure. That I was making a custom Kurt Hawkins, but I changed my mind. So that's just on here now. I'll be able to scrape it off, but I just haven't felt like it. It's Fuego del Sol. It's edge lowers. Actually, it's an edge figure. Daniel Bryan. Rey Mysterio lowers and some random arms. It don't matter what arms you used. I repainted them anyway. And then a Cesaro head. I love my custom Fuego. Yeah, it's beautiful. But anyway, and that concludes the collection. Phew, this is a long video. I want to thank you guys for watching. If you bear with me, and I will see you next time. Bye.